So welcome, Krish. And let us know about the big data services your company is providing.
So First Data, as you may be knowing, is the largest payment processor in the world. We roughly see about 1 of every 2 transactions in the US. And so that's about 60 billion transactions a year, serving over 6 million merchants. And so we manage all of that payment processing, and I run the business that essentially looks at all of the transaction data and provides interesting applications to merchants of all sizes and shapes.
So basically, who is your end user?
Yeah, so our end users could range from the smallest of the merchants, your mom and pop, coffee shops or restaurants or spa on one end, all the way to the largest of the retailers on the other end, and everyone in between. So that's the merchant side of the business. In addition to merchants, we also serve financial institutions like banks and third parties where we do various types of card processing efforts.
So how is big data different from relational Dbms or enterprise data warehouse?
Yeah, so the way to look at this really is that the kinds of applications that emerge from big data, some of it you know, some of it you don't even know. And so you need to have flexible architectures that can enable you to imagine various types of applications and don't let the infrastructure become the limitation. So traditional warehouses they've been designed for certain purpose, whether it's reporting type applications or specific purpose built. With the emerging technologies, there are all kinds of applications that we have not even imagined today. So for that, you need a much more flexible architecture type, technologies, both combining structured, unstructured data, so new sources that are emerging, social combined with payment processing, location, those types of things.
So what is the realm of big data? Is it a passing fad?
I tend to look at it from an applications perspective because ultimately it's about creating applications that generate value. So technology for the sake of technology is not that interesting. So what is happening now is that with the price points that have come down with these newer technologies, a lot of problems that were not possible in the past are suddenly becoming possible within the price point of the end users. And so that's where it is. I don't see this as a passing fad. I see this more as an opportunity, and the folks who convert this into real value for the end users are the ones that are going to capitalize.
So how are analytical tools like Cloudera linked to big data?
Again, there are many different types of platform providers, solution providers, and Cloudera is one of them, and there are many others. And so, again, the way I would tend to advise people to look at big data projects is not necessarily from a technology bottom-up perspective, but more from a top-down perspective, which is driven from the end user, the specific problems, applications you're trying to solve, and then figure out what is the right platform to serve the specific type of problem.
So who are your competitors and what sets you apart from them?
So again, if you look at it, we are in several different businesses. So on the payments processing side, commerce side, we compete with other people who provide payment processing type of services. But then we are really into a solution provider or a commerce solution provider, multi-channel for merchants of all sizes. There's a lot of interesting innovation happening at the point of sale. So we have an open architecture associated with the point of sale that is driving a lot of innovation. How do you tie payments associated with commerce, associated with various types of interesting applications that serve the merchant base, that serve the consumer base, taking advantage of all the disruptions that are happening on the social mobile side is the key, and we are right in the middle of that.
Thank you, Krish, for speaking with IND TV USA today.